12ticks.com, you've got 12 seconds uninterrupted. I'm Alvin J, and today we are talking about the monumental problems of migraine headaches. I got a little video to start you guys off with today, of course. So here you go. I'm going to start you guys off with the intro, all right, as far as what to do with the app. That's what this is all about, so we can actually share experiences. And then we'll show you guys the video that goes along with this. So here you go, everybody. This is the video telling you guys about migraine headaches. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for coming in and welcome to 12ticks.com. You've got 12 seconds. All right, so let's get it here. All right, John Memos is already in the house. All right, I see we got 10 of you in here. Feel free to throw something in the chat there so we can find out where you're from. I can already see your name, so just throw it in there. Tell us where you're from because I like to see where people are coming from around the world. Now, today, everyone, I have to tell you all, we are talking really good about headaches, okay? Because a lot of people are dealing with headaches and they think that a migraine headache is some special hybrid of a headache. No, a migraine headache is nothing more than the worst, more severe form of a regular headache. All right, that's all that means. Okay, now when we get it, okay, oh, look at this. We got from the Ivory Coast. Look at this. All right, John Memos, I love it. Champagne, Sade. All right, I like that. Okay, going on in the house here. Okay, it looks like we got people in here and we are going live here about migraines. Now, if anybody in here has a migraine headache, I have to tell you, they are extremely bad for your health, okay? Up there, tied together are a human being not getting enough sleep and migraine headaches. They are like tied for first as far as the first thing to degrade your health if you guys are doing this or you have it happen to you. Okay, insomniacs, you're killing brain cells at exponential rates. On the same token and at the same level, if you guys are having migraine headaches, you're killing brain cells on an exponential level, and that is not acceptable as far as living a long, healthy life. You die from having sleep apnea. You also die from having migraine headaches on a frequent basis. I'm going to define frequent in a minute, but let me shout some people out to see who is in the house. Okay, so we got Jean Memos. Yes, very good. We got Champagne. We got LL Lewis. We got Iris Stephens, and we got Susan H. Susan, welcome back. I love it. All right, I love it. This is good. Okay, now. All right, I like this because John Memos brought up already a very good point about how do you get rid of headaches due to stress. Okay, now stress is another one of those things right up there. And really, everybody, a headache is nothing but a severe form of stress. So they are the same thing. Okay, so we're basically talking about the same thing. Now, everyone, I want you to get something. Let's get something straight right off the bat. Eat, play, decorate in the house. I see it. When you guys are talking about stress, okay, stress is not an abstract, all right? It's not a concept that exists in your mind that you have to deal with. Stress is a physiological condition that is negative, that has negative effects on your health and will kill you dead even when nothing else is wrong with you. Okay, that's how bad and debilitating stress is on your life. Okay, I have to say that. Now, good evening, Norma. All right, very good. ATL, love it, love it, love it. All right, how can I shrink fibroids? I think that's a fibroid cyst in the breast. Okay, now that's a hard one. That's a protocol. That's not something that you can just say, oh yeah, eat right and exercise. All right, and it's going to go away. So there's a whole protocol for that. So Susan, that's a little bit more complicated. Okay, so now here's the thing. I'm going to talk about headaches today, and then we'll ask the other questions a little bit later. So Susan, copy and paste it, and then we'll get to it after we finish talking about our headaches. So we'll see if we can answer the question in some form or fashion for you. Okay, now let's get to the real good stuff, everybody. If those of you who are dealing with a migraine headache, remember, it's a severe form of a regular headache. It's nothing special about it. It's just more severe. Now, what is a migraine headache? It is irritation in your brain, just like any other one. But sometimes you don't know the cause of this thing. You know, the cause of headaches in general, or migraines, which are really bad, that cause nervous symptoms to appear. Like when you get a migraine headache, how does it affect you? Okay, are you guys getting the auras? Are you getting the little flashes? Do you see the cerebral depressions where in your vision you can literally see a circle that is rippling outward? Okay, because that is actually what's happening on your brain. Okay, do you have a viral infection? Do you have a bacterial infection? Okay, is it light coming into your eyes in a weird way, and that's setting off your migraine headache? Do you have toxic blood? Because remember, blood circulates everywhere, everybody, and that includes your brain. So therefore, it's going to affect you and affect you negatively. Okay, so that's what I got to start you guys off with a migraine. So we can start this off on a really simple basis. Now, here's the thing that I want to ask. If anybody in here has migraines, tell me, how does it affect you and how often? Okay, so throw it in the chat, or if you guys want to jump on the chat here, the app here, I want to know, all right, how does it affect you and how frequently does it happen? Please. All right, I want to know about this if you guys are having headaches. Now, let me see this. All right, Susan already has one in here. I like it. So Susan says, let me put it up here since we got fancy stuff going on. We can do that. All right, so throw it up there. I had a terrible migraine headache when I got COVID-19. Now, of course, I just said that about viruses. Okay, viruses can cause headaches because viruses do, and they can replicate everywhere in your body, and that does include your brain. If you have a viral infection, it's an infection. Infection, by definition, is inflammation due to a virus. So when you guys actually have this, and you see that you have to get rid of the virus. Now, here's the bad thing about that. The white blood cells can't get to certain parts of your brain, so your brain actually had to make its own version of a white blood cell. It's called a microglial cell. All right, now, for that reason, since it's not a real white blood cell, it doesn't kill infections as fast as it needs to, and therefore you experience really bad migraine headaches until your body is able to get you past them, meaning kill the virus so that the irritation goes away. Now, that is easier said than done because nothing else in your body that's supposed to help you can come and help you in certain parts of your brain because it can't get past the blood-brain barrier. Okay, so there's certain areas that you cannot go into the brain because of certain barriers and certain places that things are not supposed to enter. Okay, so there you go. Now, let me see this. All right. Oh, look at this. Once a month before and after my cycle. Now, Iris, all right, that's gestation. I'm sorry. That's menstrual. Okay. So because of that, and thank goodness it's only once a month, that's not going to hurt you. Okay, that's not going to hurt you too much because you have the rest of this to recover. Now, the only bad thing about that would be if your migraines lasted for a week. Okay, like 5 days, 7 days, that's bad because that's still a good proportion of the month. But if this is only 1 or 2 days before your cycle, when it's coming on, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, so we're not killing brain cells exponentially. Okay, but those of you who are getting a migraine headache every day or every other day, ooh, we might have some issues. Okay, oh, I got to open this up. Migraine Headache Secrets. So if you guys are going to jump into the app, that is Migraine Headache Secrets. That's the name of it. It should be the one right on the top inside the app. Okay, so there you go. Let me see here. Champagne, let's throw her comment up on the board here. It says, I've never experienced a migraine and I only get a headache once or twice a year. I never realized how many people experience migraine so often. It blows my mind. It blows theirs too. Right, so because that is crazy. And that's why I ask my students every time they come into class, how many of you experience migraine headaches and are they frequent? Okay, so I like to hear that number because sometimes it's very, very bad. Let me see. All right, let me see. David's got one here. David, we're going to throw you up here. It says, I had a severe headache a few days ago, so I did the hydrotherapy. I did not expect my body temperature to reach 105 degrees Fahrenheit. Anyway, it completely went away after that, and I slept well. Okay, now on that one, everybody, I have to say, when you guys are actually getting these headaches and you guys see what's going on here, like he said, hydrotherapy. Now, he did hot hydrotherapy as far as this is. You didn't expect your body to get to 105 degrees. That's death range. You know that, right? Because the normal body temperature is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you went to 105, that is like bordering on boiling. All right, or getting your brain to the point where it can't function anymore. Now, that it's almost like you did chemotherapy on your brain, because what you do is you're trying to take it high enough to kill the virus, but not high enough to kill your brain cells. Okay, so you're taking it to an extreme as far as the body temperature on that one. But I have to say, it does work. Okay, because we know how the body works, we know how blood works, we know how temperatures work as far as getting rid of viruses, getting rid of bacteria, things of that nature. Usually that's why you get the chills or night sweats when you have a virus or some kind of infection. And sometimes that's the case when you have a headache as well. So good question. Good question. Okay. Oh, look at this. He Play Decorate threw another curveball in here. She asked, what about headaches that come with seizures? Now, everybody, seizures are nothing but electrical activity that is interrupted from going to your brain, allowed to continue, stop, allowed to continue. So it's a stop and start of the electrical activity going to your brain. That's what you call a seizure. That's why everything starts seizing up with a person and they start having convulsions. They cannot function. Now, if you have headaches that lead to seizures, that means that these headaches, the irritation is breaking down the myelin sheath, that omega-3 fat around your nerves inside your brain. That means that when these electrical storms happen and the electricity is stopped, they can't continue to flow because you need the water inside the fat to continue the electricity flowing through your brain. If you don't, you have interruptions, and interruptions by definition are seizures. Okay, so very good question. Very good one there. All right, this is good stuff. All right, now, how do you repair that omega-3 fat? You eat omega-3 fat, and then you need your byproducts. Okay, you need your cofactors to help incorporate this. Remember, that's usually always vitamin D, calcium. Vitamin D, calcium. Those are your two cofactors that actually help incorporate everything in your body so that you can replenish and or repair that particular body part. All right, let's see here. We got another one here. All right, so Oh, I got you. I got you, David. He says, I guess I have a high temperature tolerance. I have used high temperature. I am aware after 104, it can cause brain damage. Yes. All right. You are, that is correct. So, but if you know you have that high tolerance, you had to know that before you actually did it, because most people would have passed out. Probably me too. So, from something that extreme. So, yeah. Okay. I got you. I got you. All right. So let me see here. We're going to get to some of this other stuff here so we can explain this to you. Now, some of you might say, how often? All right. I asked you guys, most of you told me how often you have a migraine headache. Now, I'm going to tell you the real truth about this, about how often. Okay. If you have a migraine headache every day, every other day, or at least 3 times a week, okay, you are killing yourself at a nice clip. Okay. You should not ever have a headache that often. That means that you are either severely poisoned or you are, meaning you're toxic. Your blood is toxic, okay? Or you're constantly encountering viruses and bacteria that are doing this on a daily basis and you're not killing them. All right, period. Okay, now let me give you guys a little scenario here, everybody. Okay, please, if you're having migraine headaches, you have to make this stop, because it's one of the top things that will kill brain cells really, really fast. Okay, I'm not even talking about drinking a 24 pack of beer. I'm not talking about drinking a whole bottle of vodka. Okay, we're talking about way past that if you have a migraine headache every day. Okay, listen. Okay, and listen well. I would rather you go out to the corner, find your local dope man, all right, buy a dime bag of the cocaine, yes, all right, take it back home, put a nice mirror on your coffee table, all right, dump out the coke on on the mirror, okay, pull out your finest debit card, all right, line up you a few rails, all right, and just, all right, I would rather you do that than have a migraine headache every day. That's how bad it is, because that, even as bad as that is, it doesn't kill brain cells, all right, at the clip, all right, it does, at the clip that your migraine headaches do. Okay, now, everybody, don't get me wrong. I did not say go home and do blow to get rid of your headaches, okay? All right, disclaimer. All right, do not. All right, some of you are like, oh man, I got a dope man right outside. No, don't go do that. No. No. All right, now that's how bad it is. So do not have migraine headaches. Now, I haven't had a migraine headache in about probably 7, 8 years. No, it's actually been longer than that. It's over a decade. Yeah, because I don't believe. No, I can honestly say I haven't had a migraine headache. I've had it once in my life. That was in 8th grade in history class. And I can remember it because it was so bad it closed my eyes. And that was the only day I was ever sent home in my academic career from school. All right. So yes. That was the only time. I've had little minor headaches, maybe once every 2 years, once every 3 years, something like that. But it kills me when I hear people say, yes, I have a migraine headache or a headache every day or every other day. I'm like, damn, how do you function? Because we're killing them. I mean, fast. We're killing them. So that's out there. All right, now here it is, everybody. Let's give it to you this way, okay? If you guys are out there and you're having these episodes and stuff like this, I'm gonna clear something up right now, because I know a lot of people are actually thinking this and they're concerned about it, but they don't know what the answer is, and that is my headache genetic? Are my migraines passed down to me through my family? And the answer is no. Headaches are developed always, okay? Now, some people will say, well, do they have a genetic component? No, not really. Now, when they say genetic, everybody, this is what they mean. Genetic is not, it runs in the family, okay? This is what that means. Genetic means that through your genes, your DNA strands inside of the cells of your body actually have information on them from your grandparents or your parents that will pass that trait on to you. That is not possible with a developed condition like cancer, all right? But if you guys actually look at runs in the family, it means that because you and your family have the same DNA. If you are exposed to the same stimuli, you will exhibit the same symptoms because you are built similarly DNA-wise. Okay, so does everybody understand that? Okay, it's not genetic, it just appears that way because you share the same DNA strands and because something in the environment is affecting both of you and your DNA is similar, you tend to exhibit the same symptom. Okay, so there you go. So don't get runs in the family confused with genetic. Genetic means that it's passed down hard coded into your DNA from your grandparents or your parents onto you. Okay, so there you go. All right, so bam, let me see this. Oh, look at this. Now, this is a good question because I know a lot of people ask this. E. Playdecker says, can certain medications cause migraine headaches? All of them do. Okay, because the secret of a medication, everybody, is that even though you're using a medication to mask the symptoms of the pain from the headache damage is still happening. Okay, you just can't feel it anymore. But the damage, the pill doesn't do anything to cure your headache. That's why you have another one tomorrow. Okay, that's why you have another one a few days from now this week, because it's not fixing anything. All we're doing here is making the problem worse over time. When you take an Excedrin, when you take an Aleve, when you take any prescribed medication, over-the-counter medication for your headaches, you are making your problem worse. All right, over time, your headaches will get worse because when you take a pill of any kind, aspirin, Tylenol, no matter how innocuous, it breaks down into byproducts, which is code for poison. And when it does, it accumulates in your system. Your brain, your thyroid, your pancreas are especially dense organs inside your body. And when they take on poisons, it's hard to get them out of there. So when you guys have a headache, all right, the worst thing you can do is take a pill. Luckily, you ran into me, and I am going to give you guys some alternatives to a migraine headache should you choose to accept them. All right, so here it is, everybody. I'm not going to stay here long today because I'm going to get right to the things here, and hopefully you guys will be able to get these. So I think I'm going to take this last one here. No. Yes, Benadryl too. Yes, will cause some of the damage. Yes. All right. Exactly, David. Exactly. Now, here it is, everybody. Let's go ahead and give you guys some solutions to this so you can figure this out and you can fix your migraine headaches naturally instead of putting poison into your body to try to mask symptoms instead of really get to the root cause so you don't have the damn headaches anymore. You don't want to mask them for the rest of your life because that means you're having damage for the rest of your life. We want to get rid of the headache. Okay, so here you go. Okay, everybody ready for this? Here's I'm going to give you guys 3 different methods, okay, in order to get rid of your headaches. So if you don't like the food method, you can go to the other method. If you don't like the other method, you can go to the crazy one, okay? So here it is. Let's start top to bottom. Here's the first one, okay? If you guys want to get rid of your headache by food, okay, number 1, food, okay? Now, I'm going to explain this so you guys can see this, okay? Now, whenever you guys are doing something, a headache is nothing but inflammation. Let's show it to you. Okay, I'm going to show you this. Boom. All right, now take a look, everybody. You guys will see up here on my little diagram here. You will see that you have pathways to a migraine. Now, does everybody see? Where is it at? All right. So does everybody see right up here at the top? When you guys are looking at it, does everybody see where the circles are getting bigger? That's irritation spreading throughout your brain. That's how you get a bad headache. Now, here's the problem. At the bottom here, take a look at the bottom right here where you see the blood vessels. And on the bottom, you'll see the blood vessels get bigger and go over a little more. They get bigger. And you will see now it's pressing on your nerves. Whenever you leave pressure on a nerve, it dies, AKA, everybody, brain damage. All right. Now, when you do that, all right, and you put pressure on a nerve, that's bad enough. However, if you swell up all the blood vessels inside your head, your brain becomes larger. That's a huge problem, everyone, because your brain sits inside a skull that is immovable, meaning that you're going to put pressure on all sides of your brain, okay? That's why they usually have to drill a hole in your head for surgery so that you don't die of brain damage, okay, or you don't go brain dead. Okay, now let's get this and take this a little further, everybody. If you do that, you're going to kill brain cells at an exponential clip. I mean, all over your brain cells will just be offing just like nothing. All right, extreme brain death. Now, when you do this, okay, and the nerves are on there, the bad part about all of this, everybody, is the outside of your brain is the part that you think is the most important. People think that the most important stuff is on the inside and the middle of your brain. Some of it is. The diencephalon is your pain relation center, your body set points. That's in the middle. But did you guys know your personality, your judgment, your discernment, the way you talk, your motor movements, all of that is in your cerebral cortex, which is on the outside of your brain. Meaning that if you now squeeze the outside of your brain by crushing it up against your cranium, your brain dies very quickly. That's why they got to relieve the pressure on your brain when you have a head injury. And you're inducing it by having headaches every single day. All right? That's how serious that is. Now, let's get you to your solutions, everyone. Here's your solutions. Okay? So I just wanted to throw that out there so you guys could actually see the anatomy of a migraine headache. Now, here you go. Now, these are your solutions. Number one, food, okay? What foods get rid of migraine headaches? I'm going to give you guys the ones that are most concentrated, okay? Now, if you guys are going to do food, this is what I want you to do. First of all, mustard, okay? Now, you can go with the plain yellow mustard that comes at Walmart or whatever, so you can get it cheap, all right? It still works. However, I really would like you to get organic mustard because the mustard seed extract is strong. Now, you can also just go straight to the mustard seed extract concentrate that comes in a capsule that you can buy at Whole Foods or Sprouts, okay? So you can do that. That's cool. However, when we are actually going to more foods, something that you guys might be familiar with, you have heard of turmeric. Yes, turmeric. All right, now that is the ultimate anti-inflammatory outside of the body. That's how you get rid of a headache as well. Do not mix them, everybody. It's one or the other. All right. So either you're going to do the mustard with the mustard seed extract, or you're going to do the turmeric, or you can go to ginger. Okay, ginger is right up there with turmeric, just a little bit lower as far as getting, but it's powerful. So remember, the brain headaches, everybody, all that is inflammation. So you're trying to get rid of inflammation, which is what turmeric and ginger do. So if you guys want to do it with food, mustard, which has mustard seed extract, or you can just go with the extract, you can use turmeric or you can use ginger. Okay, that's how you do it with food. If you guys are saying that's too nasty, all right, I don't want to take anything like that, you can then move on to oils. Okay, we call them essential oils. The best four, okay, I'm going to give you guys options, all right? The best four. Do not use all of these together. It is just one at a time, and you got to find out how many drops they would recommend for you. Okay, now, here it is, everybody. The four that you guys need for essential oils are peppermint, lavender, frankincense, or feverfew. Those are the ones that you use for headaches as far as essential oils. Now, here's the thing. You can actually, with all of those, either rub them right on your forehead and let the absorption take over, or you can actually boil them in water and inhale the flavor, the aromas, and that actually gets into the blood faster. Or you can actually ingest them because they're edible. Okay, so essential oils, truthfully, you could do all three if you wanted. Okay, you could do all three. So that's if you guys don't want to do the food and you want to move to the oils work as well. All right, oils are powerful, everybody. You don't even need much of them in order for them to have a great effect as far as the essential oils. Now, here's the thing. Last one is kind of crazy. I don't know if you guys want to do this one. If you're hardcore, you might. But if you guys don't want to take anything for your headache and you want to do something wild, let's go with this one right here. Okay. The last one is kind of crazy. And I found it in an old home remedies book in 1987. But when people tried this out, because I did a video earlier about this, it worked. So yes, so it actually worked pretty good. Now, there is a such thing as deionizing your headache. Okay, now that means that you guys are going to take your vacuum. All right, take the hose from your vacuum. Yes, your household vacuum. You're going to take the hose, and then you're going to flip on your vacuum, and then you're going to put the hose over your head. Now, everyone, I did not say take the suction end of your vacuum. all right, and stick it to the side of your head and try to suck the headache out of there. No, I said take the hose from the vacuum. You're going to put that over your head, and the movement of the air will actually take electrons out of your head, decreasing the inflammation and the size of your brain. So it actually works as a deionizing mechanism of getting rid of your headaches. Oh, you guys might not have known about that one, but oh, it's deep. It's deep. So it depends. What do you want to do? Don't mix them. Okay, you guys don't have to mix them, but food, okay, mustard seed extract, all right, turmeric, ginger, that's the food route. You guys want to go with the oils, okay, peppermint, feverfew, okay, what's the other one? Lavender and frankincense, okay, those are the four if you want to go with the essential oils. Remember, you can boil them and sniff the aroma. You can rub them directly on the area that has pain, or you can ingest them, okay? Extremely versatile. Or you can go nuts. You can go with the last one, which is you guys need to turn on your vacuum cleaner, sit there in the corner, look like a nut job, all right? Put the vacuum tube over your head and just let it take your headache away by movement of air through deionization. Okay, so there you go. So you gave you guys some excellent advice here as far as how to get rid of your headaches. I'm trying to come with great solutions so they're easy to do, they're easy to use, easy to find, so that you guys can stop taking pills for the rest of your life trying to get rid of a headache, because over time it just makes it worse anyway. So let's see here. We got a few questions over here. We ran all the way through. I gave you guys your solutions. We'll answer some loose questions here as far as this. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. As a matter of fact, since people are jumping in here, if you guys have an Android phone, just go ahead and download the 12 Ticks app. You guys will see the logo right here, okay? If you go to the Google Play Store, it's only on Android. You guys download the app. We can have a conversation right here. So we're going to jump over there right now and see if anybody jumps in. If you guys jump in, we'll get your comments in there, okay? So here you go. Let me jump over to the 12 Ticks screen. All right, there we go, everybody. You guys will see right here. That is me at the top, and I'm waiting for somebody to come in if you want to be a part of the live conversation on this particular live broadcast. So here we go. Let me see. Oh, I like this. All right, let me throw this up there. All right, I had to do a lifestyle change, and now I don't get them as much. Same here. Okay, now I didn't have headaches, but the other problems that I had, as far as I felt my tissues breaking down, I felt the tingling all over my body, pain in the joints and all that kind of stuff. That doesn't happen when you actually change your lifestyle and you start doing it on a regular basis. It's so much better. You are absolutely correct. Now, Jillian also says, let me see here, I was born with neuronal migration disorder because I was premature, and I also have epilepsy and migraines from that. I was getting migraines at least 4 times a week. Ooh, every other day. Okay, so that's absolutely unbelievable, because that just decreases so much your quality of life. I mean, my goodness. Okay, let me see here. LL Lewis got a comment here. LL, we're going to throw you up here. I got turmeric ginger tea in my cabin. All right, in my cabinet. Got to start drinking? Yes. Okay. If you are dealing with headaches, that's one of the best things you can do. You can actually use it in a vehicle like tea to actually deliver it, because it gets absorbed into your digestive system. All right, and therefore into the blood. So yes, there you go. All right, look at this. Melissa says, love the vacuum idea. Yes. All right. So see, it's some crazy people out there. I'm not the only one. All right. So yes. All right. This is good. This is good. All right. Let me, I got to jump down. Let me see here. Turmeric, ginger, organic mustard. That is correct. Yes. All right, now, Jillian is giving you guys a warning. She said, if you are, be careful if you're deficient in iron. Turmeric can lower your iron level. It's good for inflammation, but if you are anemic, be careful. Now, I have heard that, all right, but I've never had anybody experience it that didn't have a kind of a debilitating disease where that was the case. Now, I know the people who actually watch this channel, they actually are taking like multivitamins. I like have the links in the description for the stuff that I talk about, because I know some people will be like, where do you get the multivitamin? Where do you get? It's in the description. I put it in there on purpose because I know people are going to ask about it. So you're not deficient in anything like that. So you won't have problems like with iron binding and stuff like that. So, but you are correct. You are correct. All right, let me see here. Let me see here. All right, so Decorate says, can you tell me what causes numbing of the face when having a headache? Now, all we're talking about is facial nerves. If you have your brain light up with an irritation, remember the brain, you have basal nerves coming out of your brain, and those the branches extend to your face. So if one part or something like that is being affected, it will run to that part of your face, either on the right or the left, because you have those plexes, what they call nerves. When they branch out, they call them plexes, and they actually stretch into your forehead, into around your eyes, and you have the facial nerve. So when those are affected by a headache, the inflammation is affecting those, and it's following a certain nerve path all the way around, almost like something like shingles. So yes, now that could be an extension of Bell's palsy as well, because Bell's palsy does this. It follows a nerve path too, and only in your face. So I hope that's not the case, though. I hope that's not the case. All right, now let me see this. David Polton asks, okay, can my autism contribute to the headache situation? Of course, autism is the result of brain damage. So how about heavy metal poisoning, or is that unlikely? Yes, both of those are forms of brain damage. They cause brain damage. So yes, they are directly attributed to autism and or Asperger's in the spectrum. So yeah, so that's a direct, and that's a good question. That's a very good question. All right, so let me see here. Sonia says, also look for foods with magnesium in it, example, greens. And I always advocate the greens because they have way more than that. I mean, the greens, they have all the stuff that you need, the magnesium, the manganese, all right, the calcium, sometimes the zinc, stuff that we need that are actually vital nutrients to our body, minerals to our body. Yes, you are correct. You are correct. All right. As Jillian says, yes, his vitamins are good. Yes, I always recommend Andrew Lessman's vitamins because they're available, and he puts a full spectrum inside of it. So that's why I put the link in the description. So if anybody wants it, go ahead and click the link. It'll take you there. Okay. So Melissa says, oh, this is a good question. Let me see this. We'll throw it up here just to see it so everybody can see it. I used to get bad migraines so bad that it lasts for days. I don't have them anymore. My diet is cleaner, and I started exercising. Also, I got myself off NSAIDs drugs. It's rare that I have them now. Very good. Very good. Martise Black is in the house. I see you. Okay. Very good. Now, as far as this, everybody, when she said NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, that's what that stands for. Now, when you do that and you take those, they break down everything. Okay, they simply break down tissue. So when you get off stuff like that, you'll notice that your health actually improves. When you thought it was like doing all this stuff to keep you alive, actually over time, it just makes it worse. It's good for an acute emergency, like if you're having respiratory distress or something that goes on like that in a body part where it could be detrimental, lungs, brain, liver. If you have stuff like that, the drugs help acutely right then to save your life. But if you take them over time, it induces your death instead of saving you from it. So very good. Very good. All right. I like this. We're getting some good perspectives in here this time. Okay. Now, let me see here. David Polton says, I actually supplement magnesium because studies show it helps people with autism. It helps minimize the symptoms. Yes. All right. So, and I have found that with, especially with that, David, I have the same with autism. I love the use of the charcoal / calcium bentonite clay in order to do that, because it binds to the heavy metals to take that out of there. And you can cleanse with the glutathione to get the other poisons that are not metals out of your system. So those are the two things I love to do with people who have autism or Asperger's, because they're very good suggestions and they work. They work. All right. So if anybody has an Android phone, go ahead and jump in there. We'll talk to you live on the screen. Don't be shy. Okay. We'll throw you in here. Okay. You guys will see it. Okay. We'll start talking live on here. This will be good stuff. If anybody wants to jump in there. Now, I got several people who have downloaded the app. I can see you guys in the admin cabinet of the app. So I see some of you have got the app already, and several of you have paid to upgrade your time so that you can get more time on there. Guys, to upgrade your time, it's only $3. Okay. It's like $3 a month. That's it. Okay, so hopefully that's not hurting you too bad. But the reason that it is $3 per month is because you get additional time on every single ticker that we ever do when we have a conversation on that thing. And people, if you guys want to start your own tickers, like you guys have a fan base or anything like that, you can actually just use it yourself. You just pay $5 a month to maintain your tickers, and that's it. All right, you can make as many as you want, and all it is $5 one time. It's not $5 per each one. All right, it's just $5 one time. You can make as many as you want. So yes, this is good stuff. Let me see here. Oh, look at this. We got Jillian and David sparking up a discussion in here. Very nice. Very nice. Now, I'm gonna go back to the beginning here because I think Susan H asked a question. Let me see here. Susan, I think I got you. Okay, Susan's there it is. There it is. I had terrible migraines. Wait a minute, it was one before that. Where did it go? All right. So how can I shrink fibroid cysts in the breast? Okay, now let's go ahead and answer that one, and then we'll jump back down to the other ones. Okay, now if you guys didn't know, a fibroid cyst is nothing but muscle tissue fibers that are in the pectoralis major muscles of the chest for a woman. The fat sits on top of those muscles. Okay. Now, inside the breast, you have fibers that run through the breast that hold the fat together, or hold the lobules together, all that good stuff, so that they maintain a uniform shape inside of the woman's chest that sits on top of the muscle. Now, those fibers are coming from inside the body. Okay, so they reach inside from the pectoralis muscle into the breast tissue, and that's what's holding them up against the pectoralis, like a man doesn't have those, right? So when that happens, you're reaching in there, and those fibers actually are holding everything together, giving you the shape of your breast, however they exist right now. Now, if you guys have those fibers, or the fat and or the muscle break down between the fibers, if the muscle goes away, the fibers have nothing to support them. Therefore, they start winding on each other. You call those cysts, okay? Fibroids. Now, fibroids or cysts don't necessarily have to be fibroids. Okay, so there you go. But fibroids, the good news is they're hardly ever cancerous. So that's the good news about that. Now, as far as these cysts and how you get rid of the cysts, the basic thing is you want to actually massage the breast so that you can actually stimulate that fat coming back in there, and or redistribute the fat in the breast so that you now get support for those. Now, I'm going to give you a trick here, and the trick is pretty effective if you do this every day. And I would suggest twice a day, once when you wake up, once before you go to bed. Most women don't know this, but rubbing your breasts with extra virgin olive oil helps keep the shape, the form, and the solidity of the fat cells that lie underneath, because the fat takes on the oil once it absorbs in the skin. And extra virgin olive oil absorbs really well into the human body. So when you guys think about this, that is like, I don't know if you guys have ever tried that, but it does work. It does work. So try it out. Try it out. It actually helps you, because all cysts it's just a breakdown in the underlying tissue. So if you want to keep that tissue from breaking down, so you don't get fibroids and you don't get the twisting of the fibers, try something natural that might work for it. So that actually is a good one. That's a good one. All right, now, let me see. Marty says, how do you control uncontrollable diabetic weight loss? Now, you almost answered your own question, because you say, how do you control uncontrollable? All right, so oxymoron right there in the sentence. Now, in order to stop, when you say you're losing weight, you're usually losing weight because you're burning resources really fast. All right, now, here's the thing. Whenever you have something, if you are losing weight super fast, I guarantee that there is something wrong with the balance in your thyroid gland. And there's other things that affect that, and it's not just one thing. So stress is not that thing this time, because that's an inverse relationship between cortisol and your thyroid secretions. Okay, so that calcitonin, what's the other one? I can't think of the other one. It's something else. It's one of the other ones secreted from your thyroid, but it regulates your blood calcium level. Okay, calcitonin, and I can't think of it. Shoot, it slipped me. All right, but when you guys actually look at that, parathyroid stimulating hormone. There you go. Now, when you guys look at that, I don't think it's that this time. I think something else is affecting that, and it could be because you have either tumors and or cysts on your thyroid gland. It's causing your thyroid gland to overproduce, and therefore your weight loss keeps going. You'll have to quickly remedy that and lice that down, meaning you have to quickly alkalize your blood. You do that with baking soda and water. I don't even think alkaline water will work fast enough. I think you need something stronger like baking soda or apple cider vinegar that will literally alkalize your blood quickly to start breaking down, if that is the case. I don't know. I don't have a test. There's nothing to show. So for that reason, I can't really give you an answer to that, because there's too many things that could affect your thyroid that would result in the severe weight loss. So that's a tough one without any tests or any background. So, all right, let me see here. Castor oil packs worked for me. I see. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready and get off of here, everybody. I just wanted to come on here and give you guys some help with headaches. If you guys did not get your question answered as far as the question, don't worry about it. We'll be back on here tomorrow. But we won't be talking about health stuff until Mondays. I moved the Friday live to Monday because Mondays are now called Medical Mondays. So I'm gonna do those on Monday. However, I will tell you, if we have some time at the end, I will answer any medical question that anybody has, because that is my expertise. That's what I study for fun, all right, as far as the human body is concerned. Okay, so tomorrow, everybody, is Tuesday. We're going to talk about a lesson that we have from a movie and or a TV show that actually meant something in somebody's life. Okay, we're going to ask you guys for your opinion, so think about that. When we get in here tomorrow, I want you guys to seriously think about a TV show or a movie that had a message that actually elevated your life. It was a message that actually changed something, and maybe the route of your life changed, or you start thinking about something differently, or you start treating people differently in a positive way because of this message that was in this movie. All right, I'll give you a quick one right off the bat. Pass It On. Have you guys ever seen that one? Pay it forward. That was it. Pay it forward. All right. About the little boy. Oh man, it's so powerful. Little boy in the movie. He was so good. But Pay It Forward was the name of the movie. So it teaches you how to care about other people before you care for yourself. And that's one of those big lessons that we need nowadays, because most people don't even have empathy anymore nowadays. Being able to step into somebody else's shoes and feel the suffering that they're going through in order to give them a kind word, or donate some money, donate some clothes, give them something to eat, because we've become so cold and hardened that other people are the enemy, especially because of this pandemic junk that is going around right now. So your fellow man is not your enemy. So please, if you guys can think of anything, a television show that brought this out, changed your life, did something positive, let me know and we'll talk about it tomorrow, okay, at 6 o'clock, okay? So that is it, everybody. You guys have a good one. I'm going to let you guys get out of here in case you want to do something special this evening. Go get you something to eat, and just make sure just a few things on the plate or organic, okay? This is 12 Ticks, everybody. You've got 12 seconds uninterrupted. Thank you. We have Martise Black, Sonia, Melissa, Jillian in the house, Eat, Play, Decorate. I see you. David Polton, thank you guys all for asking the questions that you did. LL Lewis, I remember. Jean Memos, thank you for coming in here. And I did see the last Starbucks drink that you actually put up there for today. So I'm watching, I'm liking, so yes. All right, so I'm putting the likes every time. I'm giving you a thumbs up. So it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. All right, so that is it, everybody. Melissa, yes, we got you. Melissa, Righteous Standard. I didn't see you right there. Inflammation, the alarm for your body. That is correct. All right. Also, your lymph nodes, also alarms for your body as far as infection. Yes. All right. So very good. Champagne. All right. Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So you guys have a good evening. All right. I just wanted to say thank you guys for coming by. If you guys want to stop by tomorrow, we'll do it. We're doing it just on a different topic. Okay. So that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one, everybody.